Hey, welcome to Dan's Model Works, and this week I need to build a boat trailer. Huh? A boat trailer? Why do I need to build a boat trailer? Well, it's a little bit of a long story, and I guess I better start telling it. Many years ago, well, probably about 10 or 12 years ago, I got this kit from a relative, and this is one of the few things they didn't manage to sell at a yard sale, and I didn't even pay the $5 they were asking for it. They just wanted it out of the house. And it is Revell's Gone Fishing set, and I got it complete. It had everything in there. It had the RAM charger, it had the boat, it had the trailer, and I have already built the RAM charger, and I think it has been seen in at least one of my videos. Probably it's been seen in my Packard video because it's the same scale, 1/24th scale. So here is the RAM charger all built up. It was a nice kit. I enjoyed building it. And the rest of it I just put back in the box. And I didn't really have any interest in building the boat or the trailer. And the boat just didn't have a lot of interest in it. And the trailer, well, I'll show you a slide of the trailer in a moment. But I'm really not sure where Revell got the idea to mold a boat trailer like they did. I'm sure somewhere in the world there's a boat trailer like they molded. But most boat trailers are basically a skeleton that the boat just slides up on top of. What they molded was basically a flat steel deck. And the nice thing about that flat steel deck is it had this beautiful diamond plate molded into it. So it turns out that diamond plate was something I needed for another project that you guys will eventually see. So I sacrificed the trailer. And I figured no real loss there because the trailer really wasn't appropriate as a boat trailer. Most people don't have boat trailers that look like that. And like I said, we'll show you the still shot now. So now I've explained what happened to the trailer. Why do I need the trailer now? Well, one of my kids has decided that she wants to build a project, and I said, well, I've got this boat that I don't want to build. Do you want to build that? And she's like, sure. So, of course, now we need a boat trailer to put the boat on. This is a project that my 11-year-old daughter, Natasha, is working on. It is the boat from Revell's Gone Fishing set. And she was asking for something she could work on. And I wasn't really planning on doing much with the boat. So I showed her it, and she said, yep, I think I'll build that. So she's got the motor put together. The hull has been painted. And we just basically used trim clad gloss white, which I think looks quite a bit better than that metallic red color that they molded it in. She did a little bit of the spray painting, and I helped her finish it. And it's not until you try to teach somebody how to use a spray can or an airbrush that you realize how difficult it is for, a novice. So how am I going to build this boat trailer? Well, I won't be starting from scratch. Okay, there, I do still have some pieces left. If we look on here, this is a sprue from the Gone Fishing set. And these pieces right here, or rather it's all one piece, you have the two axles and the leaf springs. And then we have the outer parts of the wheels, and they're certainly appropriate for a boat trailer. Here's the inner parts of the wheels. And these pieces up here are the supports for the cradle. So we have those parts. And of course we have the tires. So there's a good start right there. And probably the most difficult part is we have the fenders. We have these really nice fenders, which are definitely usable for building a boat trailer. And of course, all these came from the Gone Fishing set. So the main thing I have to do is to create a framework and glue all these bits to them. So I don't think it's going to be too terribly difficult, so let's get started. So what's our trailer going to look like? And you'll have to forgive me for, it seems a little awkward drawing on camera. But I think what we want to do is have a trailer that's basically the same shape as what we chopped up. Now this will be our tongue. And then I want to have two main frames. See how symmetrical I can be here. Like that. And we'll attach the fenders there. And of course, the axles will run thusly. And then I'm thinking the part with the hitch will come back like this, and then we'll maybe put a transverse frame here. And then we'll have probably another beam coming across here and here. And of course, remembering that this is all going to be see-through because it's just going to be a frame. Then I'm going to mount two more beams here. And these beams are what those mounting pads are going to fit on. So all it's going to be is just a skeleton with these raised pads on them that cradle the boat. So one of the first things we need to do is we need to create these curved side rails. And I've already had my daughter cut out a cardboard template of one side of the boat, so we have something to work with. So here's our cardboard template, and it's basically half of the boat. Now, it could be a little more simple and just simply have this go in triangularly, but I think I like it with the side rails being rounded. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to use this as a gluing template to get our plastic curved. Now, I'm doing this in this cardboard box here because if I do it just on the white tabletop, you're not going to be able to see what's happening. But the plan is I will hold two of these pieces of stripped styrene together, and it's just evergreen styrene. You can see the size here. And it's just going to be two of those laminated together. And using a very fast setting plastic cement, I'll just simply put the glue on, and then as we curve it, it should hold the curve when the glue dries. Should. That's the theory. We'll see if it works in practice. So I'm using my extremely fast setting plastic glue here. The one that if you live in California, it'll give your babies birth defects. But we don't live in California, so that's okay. This is one of these operations that requires 3 hands. Like I said, we'll see how this turns out. I'm just about to get into the bend. Just holding it up against my template as I apply my glue. Pretty much got one shot at this. And the camera's probably just about to run out of memory here. Alright, now we've got most of our curve set in there, so this mostly worked. I'm not going to worry too much about this bit of springiness here, because that'll get taken care of when I build the front part of the frame. The part of the curve that I really wanted right here, it's basically the way I want it to be. And there's our second rail glued. As a matter of fact, it's actually stuck to the cardstock. So I'm just going to leave that exactly as it is until the glue really sets up. And then I'll pop it off. So I think this just about does it for Dan's Model Works for this week. And next time, we will probably get the whole thing glued together. There's honestly not that much to building a boat trailer. So until next time, thanks for watching, and keep on modeling.